Hello there. I could possibly get used to these vlogs, just doing these vlogs. Getting my family ready. My husband's helping me today. Say hi, my love. Say good morning. Okay. Well, at least you're polite and you're eating with your mouth closed. Mwah. It's the kind. The kind. What kind of bag is it? It's the kind. Ready? Yes. Alright, and we are on our way. Yeah? Are you ready? No? You're not ready to go to school today? Man, every day we're hustling. We're hustling to get through traffic. We're fighting, clawing our way to get to the lane that we need to get to the spot that we need to get to. If you're not going out of your house fighting, then you're gonna be left behind because everybody else is vying for the spot. Like everyone, it's like to each his own. People think that here in Hawaii, like, oh, you guys are so nice. Traffic must be really pleasant here in Hawaii because, you know, aloha spirit. Not always the case. I would even argue that it might be almost similar to New York, maybe. Maybe New York's worse. I don't know. I haven't been to New York. But, you know, I mean, you just gotta fight your way. You just gotta fight. Good morning. Have a good day. Bye, baby. I'm gonna do something that I don't usually do. I happen to work nearby a very historical site here in Hawaii. It's called Kawaiha'o Church. And they have some pretty cool historical stuff. So this is Kawaiha'o Church. It's the backside. Let's go into this is the cemetery that many missionaries are buried at. There are many chickens here. You will find many chickens just running around in Hawaii. You roost this tomb? Casualties. Okay, so here is a monument of a family called Cook, and it dates back all the way from 1858. I know many of these people are they were actual missionaries that came to Hawaii and started a work. They believed the work of the Lord. And for the most part, I believe that was the case. Baldwin, that name sounds familiar, especially here in Hawaii. Wow. This is just one plot of land. Over that fence over there is a whole cemetery. It's you can find many people in different ways, but I wonder what's required of someone to be buried here, because this is considered a historical landmark, almost like Arlington. Like you have to have some type of specialness to you. I had the distinct honor of reading the journals of the Chamberlain family. Missionaries, as you know, they didn't have iPhones, okay? They didn't have cameras, so they couldn't vlog their experiences, so they journaled their experiences. And one of the most enriching moments of me working at Mission Houses Museum is when I was able to go into their private library. Not everyone is invited to that library, but I was there, and they allowed me to be there because I had to kind of organize and sort through some of the journal entries. That whole week that I was there in the private library, I got to read journal entries. Like there was this preteen, she wrote in her journal constantly. She talked about her life. She talked about what they did on a daily basis. She talked about boys. And I'm reading this thing and I'm thinking wow, she's not too much far from me. Because I was a preteen at the time. I was only in 8th grade. And so I'm reading about this girl, this missionary girl that came from England. And I was like, wow, this is so familiar, in that the missionaries back then were really no different than us. Like kids back then, teenagers back then were no different from us. I think that was just based off reading for myself the journals of the Chamberlains, the journals of these missionaries and their experiences, their personal diaries, if you will. I didn't get the notion that they were racist. I didn't get the notion that they wanted to take over land and things and conquer things in that sense. Maybe some did, but they were just wanting to do God's work. But that's human nature, in a sense that if you're ignorant about a particular people, that's all you will ever think about them. So I honestly hope that you enjoyed that. Maybe sometime before work, one of these days, I can show you the rest of the Kawaiha'o Church pad. It's open to the public. It's actually, after all, a historical site. And then I'll just give you a brief overview of the Mission Houses Museum. That's located right across the street, literally right across the way from Kawaiha'o Church. So I hope you like this little vlog. So I'll sign out, and maybe we'll do this again soon. Goodbye.